You run more. You sweat more. You push harder than ever. But somehow, you're not getting faster. The data doesn't lie. Your pace is the same, or slower. You're tired, you're working, but the numbers just won't move. And even if you don't admit it out loud, it's getting to you. Deep down, it feels personal, like your body is betraying you, like you're the one runner this isn't going to work for. That's how I felt too. In my early months of training, I believed effort was everything. More sweat meant more progress. More days running meant more results. But the harder I worked, the slower I got. I didn't understand it. I blamed age or damage or even fate. But I wasn't broken. I just didn't understand how progress actually works. And the truth is, if you're not getting faster, it's not because you're not trying. It's because something in your system, your training, your recovery, your pace strategy, isn't aligned with how the human body actually builds speed. So let's walk through this. Not in theory, not in perfect conditions, but from the lived experience of someone who had to learn every lesson the hard way. Here's the first reason you might be stuck. You're running too hard, too often. Now, before you roll your eyes and think, another Zone 2 lecture, I get it. I really do. It's become the buzzword of running advice lately, and I know how easy it is to tune it out. But this isn't about trends. It's about what actually happens inside your body, especially if you're someone like me, who started from illness, not fitness. This isn't theory. It's survival. It's almost impossible to believe this when you're starting out. I get it. We're conditioned to equate effort with improvement. We think if we're not breathing hard, it doesn't count. But here's what's happening. Every time you run too fast, just a little too fast, you start to edge into a zone where your body is no longer building aerobic capacity. Instead, you're stressing systems that don't need stress every day. You're accumulating fatigue without increasing efficiency. It's called heart rate drift. And it means that even if you start in the right zone, if you haven't built enough base, your heart rate climbs as your run continues, even at the same pace. And so slowly, quietly, you're training in a zone that doesn't help you adapt. The worst part? It feels like you're doing the right thing. It feels productive. You come home red-faced, soaked, and exhausted. But what you're really doing is burning matches, not building a fire. Slower, easier runs, the ones that feel almost embarrassingly gentle, are where endurance is built. They teach your body to burn fat efficiently. They strengthen the heart, expand your capillaries, increase your mitochondrial density, all without overwhelming your system. But you have to go slow enough, and long enough, and consistently enough. Now here's the second reason. You're not recovering enough to adapt. This was the hardest truth for me to learn. I used to think rest days were for the weak, that skipping a workout was failure, that sleep could be optional as long as I ran. But that mindset almost destroyed me. Because here's the truth. You don't get stronger during a run. You get stronger after it. When you're resting. When you're sleeping. When you're eating enough. When your nervous system has a chance to exhale. Training is a stress. Recovery is the response. Without the response, the stress just accumulates. You become depleted, not developed. And over time, this shows up as stagnation, or worse, regression. When I finally started tracking my sleep, my hydration, my calories, when I started prioritizing my off days as much as my long runs, everything changed. My energy returned. My speed improved. My mood stabilized. And I finally began to build something real. The third reason you might not be getting faster is because you're only building volume, not range. A lot of runners get stuck in one gear. We run the same pace, the same routes, the same distance, over and over. And yes, there's value in repetition, but too much of it flattens your potential. Your body thrives on variation. Strides, intervals, hill repeats, tempo work, even short bursts. Help recruit different muscle fibers, improve neuromuscular coordination, and increase your ability to recover from high effort. These elements don't need to dominate your plan, but they do need to appear. For me, adding 20-second strides once a week was the gateway. It woke something up. It reminded my legs how to turn over, and it gave me the confidence to explore other intensities. But none of this matters without direction. That's the fourth reason. You're not training with a purpose. Most of us start with the goal of getting in shape or getting healthier, and those are beautiful reasons. But if you want to get faster, you need phases, you need rhythm, you need rest weeks, and build weeks, and sharpening weeks. You need to know why you're running today, and what you're building toward. This doesn't have to be complicated, but it does have to be intentional. I used to think I could wing it, that running more was enough. But when I finally followed a plan, one that accounted for my reality, my limitations, my recovery, I saw results I never imagined were possible. So if you're feeling stuck right now, I see you. If you're working hard and not seeing progress, I promise you, you're not broken. You're just not aligned yet. Take a breath, step back, and ask, am I running with the right intensity? Am I recovering with care? Am I adding variety? Am I training with purpose? Because once you start doing those things, gently, patiently, consistently, your progress will return. Not because you forced it, but because you finally let your body thrive. How is your training going? Are you making progress? Let us know in the comments. Consider subscribing for more content.